Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Food School Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast. Guys, I'm in the middle of moving to another country and at the airport currently recording this episode. So if you hear weird sounds like announcement of flights or something else, or maybe some Russian speech, that means that, well, that means that it's live and there are some sounds at the airport besides my voice. Today we are covering lesson number 3 from Healthy Eating 101 course that I recorded for Food School that you can check out following the link in the show notes. And today's lesson is going to be short, very practical, and very, very useful. If you actually apply the things that you hear about today, then I promise you, your digestion, your health, your energy levels, your absorption of nutrients from your food and your joy of eating gonna increase exponentially. Today we are talking about non-food healthy eating behaviors or habits or practices that will help you to improve, again, your digestive health, your inflammation levels, your energy levels, your digestion, and probably so many things that we still don't know about. And without further ado, let's just start learning. So number one, guys, if you're someone interested in the best digestion, in the best gut health, in the best nutrient absorption, preventing increased inflammation or autoimmune issues, a lot of which happen in your gut, that also, if you're interested in longevity and living your longest life full of health and vitality, then guys, you gotta do daily fasting. 14 hours is a proven time period for daily fasting that helps you to stay on top of your digestive health, to decrease your inflammation level, to increase autophagy and apoptosis, or basically all these cellular processes that ensure longevity and health of your cells. So 14-hour fasting means that from your last meal before your first meal of the day, that includes your overnight sleep, you're gonna have 14 hours with no nutrition coming in. So you can drink water, you can drink coffee, you can drink tea. Make sure that you don't drink coffee close to your bedtime, otherwise your sleep gonna be compromised. You can drink your coffee in the morning though. So 14-hour fast. Again, you can drink water, non-caloric liquids, and that's it. And that basically means you just delay a little bit your breakfast. So, for example, if you finish your last meal by 7 or 8 p.m., and then you're gonna start your first meal of the day at 9 or 10 a.m. the next morning. It's really easy, and it really can transform your digestive health with the combination of our next rule. So, healthy eating principle number 1, or healthy eating practice number 1, that you also want to apply every day and to every meal schedule. Guys, when I talk about 14-hour fasting, I don't mean that the rest of the day or those 10 hours you gotta be snacking and eating all the time mindlessly. No, not at all. You gotta have 2-3 meals and no snacks in between to ensure, again, the best digestion, the best control of your blood sugar, and also healthy metabolism, also your immune health, also your inflammation levels, also your energy levels and cravings control and hunger control and weight management. All of that will improve when you take care of your eating schedule, and you not only have your fasting 14-hour fasting period every day, but also you eat preferably at the same time or close to that each day, having usually a lot of people, most of the people I work with or I talk to prefer to have 3 meals a day. That what works for a lot of people. Also, there is like a huge crowd of people who prefer not to have breakfast and have coffee instead, and then have bigger lunch or dinner. Or some people like to have a later breakfast and then maybe a really light or no lunch because some people work during lunchtime or have other business they need to take care of, and then they have a bigger dinner that they share with friends or family. So meal schedule, this is your healthy eating practice number 2. And then healthy eating practice number 3. Before you start eating and chewing your food, guys, you gotta switch into rest and digest state. From the state that we are very often in during work, during stressful situations in our life that are many, or just going around our business and dealing with stuff. And I'm talking here about fight or flight state. You can also hear often fight or flight response. That is basically a state of your body when your body is prepared to deal with stress, with problems, and most of your blood flow is diverted from your digestive system to your limbs, to your brain to deal with the problem properly. Your blood flow is not diverted towards your digestive system, and also your immune system shuts down, and all of that causes your food, if you happen to eat during that fight or flight state, your food is not digested properly. Very often you're going to get gas, indigestion, feeling bloated. Also, you might very well get your inflammation levels increased, and also because your immune system is shut down, you're going to get or might get a lot of autoimmune issues because there are going to be a lot of undigested particles of foods, plus your immune system is not working and your body has no way of recognizing whether that food is good for you or it's full of pathogens that can potentially kill you. So when you eat during fight or flight or stressed state, you're gonna again have a lot of problems with your digestion. Your inflammation levels is gonna increase. You might have autoimmune issues fired up. So in order to not have that, you gotta switch your body into rest and digest state when your parasympathetic system is activated. And what it basically means is your blood flow is diverted to your digestive system, and your immune system also works properly. And also everything that you eat during rest and digest state is going to be absorbed and digested so much better, and you're going to get more nutrition from whatever you eat, and it's going to go to the right places. And so to easily switch from fight or flight to rest and digest, and to make sure you are in that state for the best digestion and the best long-term health. So all you need to do really, you wouldn't even believe how easy it is. Take a few deep breaths. So basically what you're going to do, you're going to breathe in deeply and then breathe out. And you're going to do that 3 to 6 times. 6 times is a guaranteed success, so I always recommend to do 6 times. So you breathe in and breathe out deeply 6 times. It also helps to close your eyes during that practice, and that will actually switch physically and mentally you into rest and digest state, and that will be the best state to eat your food, because that way blood flow going to be diverted to your digestive system, your immune system going to work properly, and you're going to have again, much better digestion. You're going to absorb more nutrients and better, and your inflammation level is going to stay where they're supposed to stay. Your blood sugar is going to be much lower. Your blood sugar response is going to be much better, and your immune system will work properly, and you're not going to trigger additional autoimmune issues in your body. So rest and digest state, a state where you need to be in for proper digestion and gut health and overall health. So this is practice number 3. And now let's switch to foods. Practice healthy eating practice number 4, guys. Eating mostly whole foods. And that is important for many, many reasons. Our body, guys, is designed to deal the best with foods in their whole package. And what it means is you absorb nutrients from that food better. Whole food causes much less potential health problems or problems of any sorts. Plus, you get your satiety activated in much better way. You get satiated easily, and you have natural sense of hunger that is managed by your body much, much better. Eating mostly whole foods also makes sure, again, that you have the most satiety from the foods that you eat, and also that the signal from your gut to your brain has enough time to travel in order to tell your brain that you had enough, and in order to prevent overeating and to bring the information about nutrients in your food to your brain better and more effectively. Because in your gut, in your digestive system, you have 2 kinds of receptors for fullness, for satiety, guys. One kind of receptors tells you how full in volume your stomach is. The other kind of receptors tell your brain what kind of nutrition you got from your food. And when you eat whole foods, that signal travels much more efficiently and effectively. So your brain gets a much better information about the nutrition that came with your meal. So eating mostly whole foods will help you to manage your weight, to manage your hunger, to absorb and digest nutrients much better, much more effectively. That's why it is really crucial for long-term digestive health and weight maintenance and so many other things health-related that we are still discovering. So eat mostly whole foods. And by mostly whole foods, guys, I'm also talking about things like olives, oils or butters in packages or in jars, smoothies or juices. All of that is not really whole food. Whole food is whole when you can find it in nature in that exact state. So maybe like a whole avocado or a whole apple compared to, I don't know, apple avocado smoothie or something like that. You gotta cook your food, of course, most of the time in order to eat it, but cooking gotta be more simple. So what it means is, you got your vegetables, you got your proteins or other foods that you eat, you prepare them in a way that you want to prepare them, and then you eat them right away. And that's how you ensure, again, the best digestion, the best hunger and cravings control, and the best weight management, easy weight management, and other health, beneficial to health factors. Healthy eating practice number 5, guys. Chewing your foods. That is very important. Not just to eat whole foods that will by themselves promote better chewing than non-whole foods. But chewing is important for some factors on its own. You might not know that, but chewing is where your digestion begins. There are actually digestive enzymes in your mouth, in your saliva, that are released in order for you to properly digest your food. that was a little arrival at the airport, guys. So back to chewing. So why chewing is important? Again, the beginning of your digestion starts in your mouth with chewing. So some digestive enzymes are released right there in your mouth to properly digest, to start digesting and breaking down your food into different nutrients that your body can use. Plus, mechanical digestion starts and happens mostly in your mouth. Mechanical digestion means breaking down foods into smaller particles that without you chewing your food, your stomach a lot of times wouldn't be able to digest at all. So you eat foods and it goes through your digestive system undigested, causing bloating, digestive issues, possibly gas, possibly can trigger your immune system to react to those undigested particles of foods. Also, it makes the work for your digestive system much harder. So you really want to start chewing your food better. And what is the good chewing practice? Basically, chew your food till you have smoothie-like or porridge-like stuff in your mouth, and then you can swallow it. No need to count your chewing times. No need for that at all. But again, you shouldn't inhale your food. You should be chewing your food and then swallowing it, ensuring the best digestion, ensuring the best absorption and assimilation of nutrients, and making sure that you don't increase inflammation, that you have proper hunger control, and it also helps you to manage your weight easier, and also helps your immune system to work better and not trigger any autoimmune issues. So chew your food, guys. And now, last but not least, we're going to talk about our plate and how to design our plate each meal to make sure that we get the most nutrients from our food, and to make sure also that our hunger, our satiety is properly managed, to ensure easy weight management, and to create more health through each and every of our meals. And it's not that difficult, really, guys. All the recent research, all the recent studies show that we need to be eating by volume most of our food from all sorts of vegetables cooked in a healthy way. Local, seasonal, organic, of course, is best, and fresh, and you buy them and you cook them or eat them fresh. So 3/4 of your plate at each meal, or more if you desire, should be occupied by all sorts of non-starchy vegetables. If you're someone who needs your starch, maybe like potato or sweet potato, or maybe a handful of beans, then get that on top of your vegetables, like a handful, maybe a couple of handfuls. If you're someone who's really active, don't forget to, of course, watch your carbohydrates. All the studies show that everyone should be watching their carbohydrates and consume them responsibly. But besides that, make sure that 3/4 of your plate, or 3/4 of your meal in volume, are non-starchy vegetables of all colors, green and colorful ones, especially for the variety of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, for a lot of fiber. We all need that for the best health. That's what all the studies done with people who live to 100 and more show, that the more vegetables we eat, the more we seem to live healthier and happier. So 3/4 of your meal should be vegetables. And then the rest should be a different variety of protein-rich and fat-rich whole foods, like, for example, whole eggs, or fatty fish like salmon, like sardines, like herring, or might be liver, or chicken hearts, or some other fattier, preferably fattier cuts of meat, because most of our energy and most of our nutrition will come from fatty parts of animals, not from lean proteins, as some nutrition authorities used to believe, that the less fat, the better. And actually, no, it seems that the more healthy fat we eat from whole foods, from foods like avocados and olives and different nuts, of course. So the more healthy whole food fat we eat, the longer we live, the healthier we are while we are alive. But back to our point. So 1/4 of your plate should be some source of fatty protein. The best sources are, again, organ meats, fatty fish like sardines, like herring, like anchovies, like mackerel. Seafood is especially beneficial and loaded with different nutrients that are so good for our health. Organ meats, especially if you're someone who's trying to save money on food, organ meats is really a bargain, and of course from healthy animal, always go for the best quality of foods you can possibly afford. That can help you and will help you to save money on your medical bills, or your but also what's more important, it's gonna make you healthier, more robust, full of energy, and that's gonna create a totally new level of vitality and energy that you're gonna invest into any life you pursued and to live your life to the fullest. So your plate design for any healthy meal that you have anywhere. 3/4 of your meal should always be all sorts of green and colorful vegetables, and 1/4 of your plate of your meal should be some sort of protein-rich and fat-rich food. So again, the best variation of that are organ meats, or whole eggs, or fatty fish, and to that you can add whole food sources of healthy fats like avocados. And that was another announcement. And so guys, to sum it up, first, 5 healthy eating practices, non-food related, that you gotta start practicing regularly in order to ensure the best digestion, the best gut health, the least inflammation response, the least autoimmune issues, the most longevity, and so many other health factors that we're yet still to discover. So number 1, 14-hour fasting from the time when you finish your last meal to the time when you start your first meal. Number 2, meal schedule. So have 2-3 meals a day without snacking. And also, guys, if you're someone who's trying to lose weight, make sure that you stop your eating at least 3 hours before bed, even better 4 hours before bed, and your eating window is less than what I recommend for the most people, and also that you don't eat that often. So the less you snack, the more your digestive system has without food, the more time your digestive system has without food, the better it is for your weight loss progress. If you need any help with your meal design, with your fasting schedule design, always feel free to reach out at the email angela@createyourself.today, and I'll be happy to give you my best advice. So practice number 3, rest and digest state. Don't forget to take your 6 deep breaths before each and every meal, especially if you are somewhere out when you are most likely to be in fight or flight state. That is super bad for your digestive health and your overall health. Number 4, eating mostly whole foods, cooking them in a healthy way, important for your satiety, for your hunger, for your digestion and assimilation of nutrients, for inflammation levels, for your to prevent autoimmune issues. Number 5, chewing your foods, again, for proper digestion, assimilation of nutrients, to prevent digestive issues, autoimmune issues, your blood sugar spikes, and your inflammation levels staying down. And when you design your plate for each and every meal of your day, don't forget to eat 3/4 of your meal from all sorts of non-starchy, green and colorful, fresh, local, seasonal, the best of the best vegetables cooked in a healthy way. And then 1/4 of your meal fatty protein like whole eggs or fatty fish or organ meats, some of the best options. If you do that every single day or as much as possible, I promise you, your digestive health, your overall health, and what's really important, your energy levels gonna dramatically improve, and you're gonna feel it on all levels of your life experience. So to live the best life, do these practices. And again, if something wasn't clear or you need more help with anything that you heard today, you learned today, feel free to reach out at angela@createyourself.today or on any social media where you find me. And guys, I'm gonna be stuck at the airport for a little bit longer, and then I'm moving to Singapore, and that's where probably our next podcast is going to be from. So stay tuned for that, and lesson number 4 of Healthy Eating 101 course. And thank you for your attention. Thank you for your love. Thank you for all the encouragement and all the praise that I get every day through email or my social media. Really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to rate this podcast so more people can learn all this important information about our health and healthy eating habits. So go to iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you listen to this podcast. Go there, rate it, share this podcast, share what you learn with people you care about. And even if you don't care about those people, also share this information. We all live we'll all live in a better world when everyone is healthy and happy. And till next time, as usual, eat better daily.